different. Hey guys, it's Fairy and welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot second since I last filmed, as it pretty much always is. As you may have just noticed, I have a new video intro to go with my new username. I actually changed my username on all other social media platforms a couple months ago now, I believe. Changing your username on social media has a lot that goes into it aside from just like actually changing your username. So especially for YouTube, because I have the intro, the outro, like all my channel art and everything like that. So it took me a little bit to make sure everything was good to go with a new end screen, a new intro, and everything that I just listed. But everything's looking good now, so finally making the announcement on here that I am changing my handle. So this is not the first time that I've changed my username on YouTube. This is actually my fourth username, I believe. But as far as I'm planning, this is going to be the final one forever and ever. The reason I changed it is because my previous channel branding was something that I had decided on in high school. If you don't know, I am now 22 years old. When I did my channel branding and I was originally going as Fairy Keys, I was kind of into the whole Fairy K J fashion kind of style, which like it's really cute, and back then I was really into it and thought that that's what I wanted to look like. But as I kind of grew up more, I realized that my emo phase was not really a phase at all. There are sirens outside. So I am a full-blown goth adult. I have kind of settled into this style for a few years now, and it's really what makes me feel the most comfortable. And I eventually changed from Fairy Keys to Fairy Kisu because the name Fairy Keys has the word Keys in it, which is a Zelda enemy. So if I ever wanted to go about any sort of like branding with like money, I guess, and like trademarking, I wouldn't be able to do that because I don't own Keys. So I changed to Fairy Kisu when I was in college. I wanted it to be something similar to what I already had. Just the past couple of years, especially after I transferred universities, that was 2 or 3 years ago now, I just haven't been super in love with it. Like, I don't hate it. I like going by Fairy, which is why I kept it in my username. But the whole like pastel pink and like Kisu thing like just isn't, no. So like I said, I wanted to try to keep Fairy in my username because I do like going by that. So I settled on Blood Moon Fairy. I kind of did some digging through Instagram and everything to see if there were other accounts already taken with various names. I thought about doing Full Moon Fairy, but that one was taken. There were a couple other ones. This was months ago, so I don't really remember, but I ended up settling on this one. So I really like it. I'm really excited to move forward with this name. I think it matches my general aesthetic a lot more because my altar has been my background for a while. So a couple other new things since I've been gone for about 4 or 5 months now. After I just said I was back, I left. No, but in reality, like I said in my last video, which if you didn't watch it, I can link it up above, there were a ton of personal updates in that video. But as I said in that one, I moved this summer, so it's been a process. We are mostly moved in. So since I treat YouTube as like my personal diary, I'll kind of explain what happened with moving because we're still not fully unpacked and we've been here since the beginning of June and it is now mid-September. So we rented this house from some really nice guys. I really like our landlords. They're really wonderful. They also own a contracting and construction company. So this property, this is their first time renting it out. So the tenants that were here before us, they used to rent through somebody else, then our landlord bought the property. So basically there were a lot of renovations that our landlords wanted to do on this house before we moved in. The tea is that the people that lived here before us, when they moved out, they just didn't take any of their stuff. Now I wish I could have seen like what the house looked like while our landlord and their construction company were cleaning the house out, but we did not have keys at that point, so we didn't get to know about it until they told us what was going on. But basically the previous tenants literally pretty much just took their mattresses and basically nothing else. Like, nothing else. I'm not exaggerating. So it took them about 2 days to clean out our whole house. They filled multiple dumpsters. And then they had this whole list of stuff that they wanted to get done with the house, and it just wasn't possible for them to do it all. But in our lease, it had said that like, these things are going to be done, and that was like what we agreed upon, because the rent was a little bit higher than what the house would have been worth without the renovations, if that makes sense. So they came in here in the week before we moved in. After everything was cleaned out, they redid all the floors. So I have like brand new carpet in my room. There's like fresh hardwoods downstairs. The bathrooms have like laminate flooring or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know anything about houses. They gutted the downstairs bathroom and entirely redid it. They replaced all of the screens and redid some of the windows, and I believe they also painted everything. The big thing that has been the problem area is the kitchen. So the kitchen is nasty, and they pretty much are gutting it, basically. However, our kitchen is kind of a weird like size, I don't know. So they had planned to take all the cabinets out, the sink, the countertops, like literally everything, and replace all of it. When we moved in, they weren't able to get that done before we moved in. So they told us it's going to be a few weeks. We need to get the cabinets ordered. So just give it a few weeks and then we can come in and do this. So because of COVID, it has taken them, not our landlords, but whatever company they ordered our cabinets through, it has taken them like 3 months to get these cabinets finished. And of course, every time we would ask our landlord, like, do you have any idea when you'll be coming in to like do the kitchen? They're like, we don't know, like hopefully soon, I'm really sorry. So actually currently our kitchen is fully empty. They just put in the new cabinets. Now we're waiting on the countertops. I believe they said it's supposed to be next week is when our kitchen is finished. So it's been rough, but I'm really excited to have that done. But we never unpacked our kitchen stuff because we kept thinking, oh, it's just going to be another week or two until they come in. And then it was like 3 months. Basically our downstairs, eventually you guys will get a house tour down the line once everything is like squared away. But it's our downstairs is kitchen, dining room, living room. And the dining room is what we turned into our sewing room. So because it's attached to the kitchen, pretty much everything that is not unpacked from the kitchen has been shoved into the dining room, including our oven currently while they're redoing the kitchen, which is kind of driving me crazy. But we really haven't unpacked much of our sewing stuff either because we just haven't been able to do anything. But my bedroom is mostly unpacked. With mental health and everything, it's taken me a little bit to get some of the like decorative stuff out, but actually just today I finished putting my figures out, so that's really exciting. I kind of have my desk area set up now. There's like a huge mound of stuffed animals in my closet over here, which like you guys can't see. So that's where we're at with that. That's kind of been consuming all of my energy pretty much this summer, has been working on the house, worrying about the house, unpacking the house. I also got a light. That's like the least exciting thing about this video, but I'm really excited about it. This is my first time using it. I used it to do my makeup as well. That's what I told myself I was buying it for, was for my makeup, because like our house is really, really terrible lighting, especially my room. Like our bathroom has terrible lighting. My room doesn't, it has really small windows mostly. So I needed a light in order to do my makeup. So I got a ring light so I could also use it for YouTube, and I really like it. Currently it is 8:05 p.m. and I'm filming, which is so fun. I just got this off of Amazon. I got it when it went on like super duper sale. It was like $60 or something, $50. I don't remember. A more fun update. I also, after we moved, got a cat. So my previous house, that I was at for 2 years before this, I used to live with somebody who was allergic to cats, and not just like a little bit, like she's like really allergic to cats. So that was out of the question, but now my other roommate Lexi has 2 cats, so I got one. Basically what happened, I will put pictures and stuff of him up here. His name is Flannery. We call him Flan for short. I know that's not how you pronounce flan, but his name is Flannery, so we call him Flan because it's short for Flannery. Anyway, so a few months ago, like right before we moved, Lexi was hanging out with their brother, and their brother had this tiny kitten, and we were like, holy crap, that is a cute cat. And he was like, yeah, found him on a farm, blah blah. Well, actually back then we thought the cat was a girl, so he's like, yeah, we found this cat, she's so cute, we love her, her name is Yeti. And I'm like, oh, I don't like that name but I like that cat, where can I get one? And he was like, yeah, I don't know, like there's nobody else in the litter, whatever. So we kind of wrote it off, but me and Lexi were like, crap, I like really want a flame point. That's what his coloring is called, where he's white and he's got like his paws and his nose and his ears are a different color, and he's orange on those spots, so he's called a flame point. So we're like kind of thinking about getting this cat, and after we move in, we'd been here for like a month and a half or so, Lexi's talking to their brother again, and their brother's like, oh man, like we really aren't vibing with this cat, like the cat's like trying to sleep with our infant, which is like dangerous because the cat is really clingy, so he likes to sleep like right here, which when you're an infant, that's like your whole face. So basically he was like, well, we're looking to rehome this cat, do you guys want it? And so I took the cat. So like I said, we used to think he was a girl, took him to the vet and got everything sorted. He is a boy. He is all caught up on shots. He has been fixed, which he was really mad about for a while, but now it's fine. For real though, he is the sweetest cat I've ever met. And I know pretty much everybody always says that about their cats, like my cat's the best, my cat's the cutest, but like I have never met a cat with the temperament like Flan has. He is such a sweetie pie. He talks all the time. All he wants to do is lay on you. But he wants to lay on everybody equally. So in the living room, he'll kind of sit on everybody's lap for like 5 minutes and like make rounds around the living room. He loves belly rubs. That's like his favorite thing, is laying on his back and getting his belly scratched. So he is really wonderful, and I'm super happy that he is around. Hi there, this is Editing Cece, looking especially gross today. I had a section here about the new job that I've been working at, but actually in the couple weeks between when I filmed this and when I'm editing this, I actually don't work there anymore. I ended up getting a serious eye injury. I'm fine now, everything is all healed, but I had to go to the emergency room for that, and unfortunately the place that I was working at was not really willing to be accommodating. I was working with computers a lot at that place, and I wasn't able to do that with the eye injury for about a week, and yeah, they just weren't really able to accommodate that. So I'm currently unemployed. I know that that might sound scary to some of you, but to me that just means that I get to spend time working on YouTube. Vin came to look outside. That's my roommate's cat, or one of them. But I have a partner who, we're not married, but we are very, I don't know how to say this without being like so mushy and gross. We're very dedicated to each other, so we may as well be married, and he thankfully has a really good job and is able to help support me while I try to get things started up with being self-employed, which is really, really great. So with that, I am shifting my focus from not YouTube back to YouTube, and I'm also doing a couple other things on the side that I'm not talking about publicly. That sounds super sketchy. It is not sketchy. Doing a couple other projects that don't have anything to do with my work life here on YouTube. I'm also going to be focusing more on cosplay. I'm hoping to possibly do commissions. I'm a little bit iffy on that. We'll have a video on commissions later on, hopefully sometime very soon. But yes, right now, even more than before, I would really appreciate any sort of support that you guys are able to give. If you know, I can't monetize my videos currently because of YouTube's new partnership thing. I just realized I've had a YouTube video playing this whole time. Anyway, they changed their partnership terms a while ago, and I no longer qualify for YouTube partnership. I have plenty of subscribers, but I don't have enough annual watch hours, so which really just means I need to be more consistent in uploading, which now I'm going to be able to do. But as always, there's a link to a Ko-fi account in the description where you're able to tip me if you'd like. I've also considered starting to do streaming with my cosplay stuff, so let me know if that's something that you guys would like to see. But otherwise, you can definitely expect me to be putting more time and effort into this whole YouTube thing. I am still working on finishing up my Stalking cosplay, and by that I mean starting and then finishing up my Stalking cosplay. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which is also at Blood Moon Fairy, I posted some whips for Stalking's corset, which is done, and some of the petticoat that I worked on before we moved. So pretty much as soon as I'm able to finish unpacking my sewing room, I'm gonna get back into that, so I'm really excited about that. Otherwise, cosplay plans are kind of up in the air, not really sure what I'm doing. I had thought about participating in the Cosplay Met Gala that's usually held at Katsucon each year, but I had hoped to be started by now, and because of the house, I just haven't been able to. As I mentioned in my last video, I've also been seeing somebody new. His name is Ruben. He's wonderful. We have been together for almost a year now, which is wild. He is super excited about cosplay and YouTube and everything like that, so I am very sure at some point fairly soon he will be in one of my videos being a meme. But yeah, we really vibe, so I'm really happy that he's in my life, and I think you guys are really gonna enjoy seeing him in some of my videos. He's also shown some interest in doing cosplay with me, so in the future we might be doing some together. I might be making some for him. Not sure, but you will probably see him around. He's great. I'm sorry if this has different lighting than the rest of this video, but I started filming a different video and then realized I wanted to add something else. I have been super into Pokemon cards lately. Like, that has been my jam. If you guys did not know, my channel back in like 2012 when I started it was actually a Pokemon card channel. So I used to collect Pokemon cards, and I would do like pack openings, and I would trade with people in the mail. This was the first set that I ever started collecting, and recently I bought a bunch of the cards that I was missing. So it's almost complete, and it's so exciting. It's making me really happy lately. So I'm trying to complete some of my older sets, particularly Dragons Exalted. I am really close to completing, as well as Boundaries Crossed, not Clost, and Roaring Skies. These are all sets from a few years ago. I also just got some Rebel Clash booster packs, which is more recent. So I'm working on collecting Rebel Clash as well. I have a booster box coming tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. But if you guys are interested in any of that sort of content, I would be open to possibly doing some. I think that's about all I have for updates, so that is it for me this evening. I'm going to film hopefully a couple other videos tonight, and then I'll have some content up for you. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are looking to see from me. I do know which of my videos tend to get the most amount of views. I know that usually my cosplay work logs get a lot. Sometimes some of the storytime videos that I do regarding conventions, and those are usually the two big ones. So let me know if you guys want to see that kind of content or what you are looking for from me, because I'm always looking for ideas, because I just need an excuse to film, honestly. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.